Rapid Dave loses a childhood hero, a friend, and a mentor. Today on Strikeout Beer.
He's dead? God, wrestling's on.
And we're live. Welcome to Strikeout Beer, episode number 281.
Oh, cool.
The last episode of the Blue Notebook era.
Oh, okay.
Next week, we'll have a new color notebook. We've had black. We've had yellow. We've had blue. What's next? I don't know.
I don't know,
man.
And do we even care?
And how are you doing? How are you holding up?
Oh, you mean Carl Weathers?
No.
Oh, God. Toby Keith?
No.
Who else died? Wait, that doesn't look like him. All right, I don't know. What's up? How are you doing?
You know what? I'm doing good. I'm just concerned about you, and I'm worried about you.
Yeah? Be concerned with yourself, sir.
There was a huge death for you and I would say your family. That's not a twist top.
My family?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
So we had Groundhog Day this last week.
Oh, yeah. Dude, do you watch Groundhog Day every year?
Every year.
Like, do you put the marathon? It's on AMC, right? So
yeah,
it's like
it's on
Christmas Story
and
that I watch.
Probably like
my least favorite podcast. What's going on, gentlemen? Melton's in the house.
What is on, Melton?
How we doing?
But it's Groundhog Day happens on the day where I'm working,
so
it's on in the background. So I mean, throughout a few hours, or probably like 3 or 4 times it's run,
yeah.
I've seen the whole thing.
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
One of those situations, but. So we had Billy Joe's in the house. How about them Chiefs?
Billy Joe?
I don't know. I know you're aware, but everyone else, if you're not aware, you have Puxatawny Phil, right?
Puxatawny?
Phil. They're in, what state are they in?
It's Puxatawny.
Yeah, but that's not the state.
It's a city. They're in they're in Pennsylvania.
Right. But for those of you who aren't aware, Kentucky has their own groundhog, Major.
I didn't know that. Name Major?
His name is Major.
Never heard of her. She sounds hideous, though.
And he made his predict. He came out. He did not see his shadow.
Oh, okay.
Just like Phil.
Phil.
And shortly after that, he passed away.
Oh, R.I.P. I had no idea.
So I just wanted to check on you because, I mean, that's huge for the whole state of Kentucky.
I doubt
that Major died.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Never heard of it. Don't believe it. Didn't see any news on it.
Okay.
I don't know what you were watching. Maybe it's The Onion or something reported.
No, that's a real story.
Go ahead and read that.
Billy Joe, I told my wife that coffee tasted like dirt. She said, well, it was ground yesterday.
Oh, okay. There you go. All right, the beer of the night, Abita Mardi Gras Bock. Mardi Gras Bock. is the first of the seasonal beer, first of our seasonal beers, Abita Mardi Gras Bock. Why do they say it like 8 effing times? It's brewed with pale Pilsner caramel malts with a German pearl hops. Our Bock is similar to German male Bocks with its rich malt flavor and full body. A perfect choice during Carnival season. Is it Carnival or Carnival?
I think it's Carnival, all right.
Season in New Orleans. I don't speak that. I don't know what that is. Gruyere, Elemental, Swiss, and nice cheese choices with Bock. I don't know. Oh, Gruyere. Yeah, okay, never mind. I know what that is.
We got to start having you read all this stuff.
Great with roasted beef or pork. Try it with Mexican food, too. 6.5% alcohol by volume. You got yeast being used here, German and lager, malt, pale Pilsner caramel, hops, German pearl. Bitterness 25.
Lee said, I forgot I was an hour ahead and thought you were super late.
Alan was trying to. I was like, dude, let's just go live. He goes, no, man, I gotta,
it was 6:50.
Just give me a minute, man.
I was like,
just give me a minute.
You're like, hey, let's go live. I was like, we have 10 minutes still. Like,
I'm tired of this, like, late shit. You know what I mean?
It's not late.
I like being on time. It just happens to be a thing. I don't know if that's a trait of mine or what, or people who are like me, but, you know.
I like how you're deflecting away from the whole Major talk. Like,
I
could tell.
This does not exist.
I could tell you're clearly upset.
This is the fakest news I've ever heard since Joe Biden won the goddamn election.
It's not fake.
And then we got these little fellas for later. Alan picked them up.
We got a little.
We'll talk about them here in a little bit.
40 Creek whiskey cigars, handmade in the Dominican Republic.
Sounds like something processed in like a plastic bottle, which is right up my alley.
I mean, we got glass canisters for the little test tubes.
Yeah.
That will melt real nice in the fire later.
Oh, God. Oh, I cut you up a bunch of wood, too.
Hits in the house. What's up, Hits in the house?
What's up, buddy?
What is going on, brother? How you doing? But yeah, so not only did we have Major pass away, we've had 2 other deaths this week.
I gotta look this up. Who the hell is Major? All right, go ahead.
Kentucky's groundhog.
I know. I'm looking it up. Kentucky cities? No, that's not it.
No, the state of Kentucky.
Groundhog. No, this doesn't exist.
Yes, it does.
You're so full of shit.
I don't make this shit up.
Yeah, you do.
This was a national news story.
The Courier Journal. This is not a national story. You had to go find this shit.
No,
because
I didn't.
that's a local. There's no national coverage on this. I'm looking at it. Would you? Oh, okay. So there you go. New
I'm
York
on
Post.
MSN.com.
What? Get out of here,
Dude! I swear to God, look up.
Ugh.
Look.
Kentucky's newest weather predictor has his newest one. Was he fucking his first day on the job?
MSN.com.
Predictor has big shoes to fill after Major 10 dies on Groundhog Day.
The new one, the one who's filling in for Major.
The Second Chances Wildlife Center shared on social media that their beloved weather predicting groundhog, Major, died on Groundhog Day. Sadly, and most ironically.
After he made his prediction, though.
Major passed
like
away
he was
peacefully
he
overnight.
was struggling, but
God.
he was like, you know what? I got one left.
He's got one left. I watched the.
He was like Nick Nolte in was it Angels in the Outfield? Not Angels in the Outfield. Rookie of the Year. Where Danny Glover's trying to pull him out. He's going, I got one left in me. No, you're done. I've got one left.
Oh God.
That was Major.
I don't even know why we do this.
Because we like to drink beer and have fun.
I do, but this beer's not good. I don't know what it is. I don't. Do I not like Box?
What do you mean?
I don't like it. It tastes weird.
I think it tastes pretty good.
You know what I need? I need a thin crust pepperoni pizza from Little Caesars. That'll fix this. It'll enhance the profile.
I would enjoy a thin crust pizza right now. It was funny because I bought when I was buying this.
Yeah.
And you buy it, you go through because you can't go anywhere and have like anyone ring you up anymore. It's self checkouts, right?
Yeah.
And so I sitting there, I scan it, and I wait for the guy to walk up, and the guy walks up, and he looks at it, he goes, "Huh, what kind of beer is that?" I look at it, I go, "It's a Bock," and he goes, "Like Shiner?" I go, "Exactly like Shiner."
I mean, hell, at least he knew what Shiner was. I think that's pretty cool.
I mean, it's called Shiner Bock.
Yeah,
but yeah. He goes, "So like Shiner?" I go, "Exactly like Shiner."
Yeah, I like that. I mean, I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
You can't hate on somebody for
No,
that.
I'm not.
You know, you sound very judgmental. You sound real judgy. Like, you have those judgy ass, you know. You give me judgy vibes.
I don't judge people.
What? That's all you do.
That's a lie.
Oh, my God.
Name one person I've judged.
That dude.
I wasn't judging him. Hit redeem, take a drink. Here we go.
You know what?
Judge that shit.
I don't know how long it takes for something to get from one place to another, but
I mean, it depends on how far away it is.
I paid for it cost $50.
Oh, has he?
He hadn't got it yet, I don't think, because he doesn't know.
Does he know it's no?
No, I didn't tell him either. And so it's just a box of dildos. So I think it got stuck in like customs. They're like, this one's vibrating. We never. It reminds you of was it Fight Club? He goes, we never say your dildo. We say a dildo. It's like, or the dildo. You know what I mean? Like, Jesus Christ. So the city sucks. Did I tell you about that?
What do you mean the city?
I got in trouble for having some black trash bags out front. You know, I figured if they were different, I wouldn't have got shit about it, but that they happened to catch me. They actually wrote out black trash bags in the front of my yard. $2,000 fine. You believe that shit? Do you get in trouble for stuff like that? Or do you have bulk trash day at your house?
I mean,
You get stuff like that? I can't. This first letter I've gotten like 8 years.
I've never had an issue putting like a bunch of trash out, like even like at the old house we lived in over in Haltom City.
Oh yeah, that place, Jesus Christ.
Well, it was funny because like I would set a bunch of trash out, right?
Oh, yeah.
And they would always pick it up. I never had any problems.
Yeah.
My neighbor would set out I say I'm doing like extra large, he's putting medium trash out, and they don't take it all.
What? Really?
And I'm like, huh. I guess they just don't like you. He's like, why? I was like, I don't know. You're kind of a dick. But
This guy's throwing away entertainment centers, mattresses, and all kinds of shit. Like, washing machines. And I got fucking leaves.
But here's the thing. Like, is he
that aren't even from my tree.
But is he throwing them away, or like he's putting them out there, but people are picking them up?
Nah, some of them don't. Some things make it to Friday, some things
really?
Don't. Yeah. But like someone showed up and took my my wet dry vac, which I should have sold it for like $50. I just should have just threw it on the fucking the thing.
You were asking me about. I was like, yeah, dude, we could sell it.
Yeah.
So you just threw it out there?
Yeah, it was gone.
Dude, I'll tell you what's funny. So like last week, when I get home on Wednesdays, our trash day is Thursdays, and so when I get home on Wednesdays, I always take the trash down because I know I'm not going to be in the best of spirits when I wake up on Thursday.
Yeah, probably not. You got a drinking problem.
Well, no, I'm good when I leave here, but I get home and I'm like, let me have a couple.
Oh God,
it's been a few hours since I've had one.
How do you not walk in the door and go straight to bed?
Sometimes I do, but sometimes
Oh, God.
Liz is sitting outside. I'm like, oh, she's sitting outside smoking. Okay,
I'm
shoveling
outside. Like ruffles in my mouth at like 4 a.m. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like
so,
Jesus Christ,
I'm never here at 4 a.m.
No, that's what I'm saying. At 4 a.m., I'm sitting there shoveling ruffles.
If you sent something, yes, I haven't got it yet. He's aware because he has a tracking number. But who says we're talking about you?
Yeah.
Maybe we're talking about somebody else.
Yeah, Lizzie's in there. I sent her that box of dildos. The dildo, not a dildo. Not
from the return address is my address, though. Maybe Customs is being a... right? Yeah. Customs will get you every time, man.
I think it's jam-packed. I'm pretty sure a head of it was sticking out the box, too.
So I always take the trash out, right?
Yeah.
And then, I got to take the kiddo to school Thursday morning, and I'm backing out of the driveway, and I'm looking back there, and I'm like, what the fuck is back there? That's where I put my trash at the end of my driveway.
Someone threw a dead body back there?
I had a mini fridge and a microwave and a plastic container.
Ooh.
That said on it.
Not a body.
I would have preferred it said that.
I said huge dildo.
No. It said newborn mannequin heads.
That's awesome. So someone's using your house to dump shit on?
Yeah, someone did, and I was like,
did you take the mini fridge inside?
Huh?
Did you take the mini fridge inside?
No, I just left it out there because I assumed if they're throwing it in my trash, it doesn't work, right?
Oh.
But then the trash man didn't take that. Like so I'm coming back from dropping the kid off, and I'm going to turn in my driveway, and some guys pulled in my driveway, blocking it, grabbing the microwave, and like I stop and I roll my window. I was like, hey man, can I get my driveway? And he looks at me. He goes,
yeah, in a minute.
He goes, okay. I'm like, I'm sorry.
You should have got out of that car, went and picked up that microwave and fucking chucked it in the street.
I was like,
how about now? Can you get on my goddamn driveway, you piece of shit?
So he backed out and he went a little way down. He went just past my trash cans and kind of parked.
I mean, he's not having the best time. He's digging through your trash to get a microwave. So
he's not even digging through it. It's sitting on top of the mini fridge.
He's not crushing it right now. So you can give him a break. I don't know why you're being such a dick to him.
But then I assumed the guy was going to take the fridge too, right? Mm-hmm. But then the fridge was still there, and then they came and took the trash, didn't take it. What's up, Jason? How you doing?
Jason, what's up?
But yeah, I saw here coming up soon. Tufts is opening up in their new location.
Yeah, a couple weeks, I think. Right, a couple weeks out.
I think so. I want to say it might have been like March.
You probably should have this information written down. Go Stars! Yep. Yeah, why don't you keep up with stuff like that?
I mean, I looked at it on the internet. Killer Clowns redeemed Take a Drink.
Killer.
What's up, Killer?
Boop. Cheers. We did a bunch of beer reviews. So, as you guys watch this channel on Facebook and YouTube, we see the beer reviews and stuff like that happen and are not live or recorded and whatnot. So we're creating a whole nother channel, not on Facebook or YouTube, but we're creating another podcast channel.
Audio podcast channel.
Audio only, so you can hammer out these things. And we actually are including a little bit extra chat. So they're not 3 to 5 minutes anymore. They're about like 8 to 12 minutes.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of what we're doing. So once we drop that link, if you guys could be a sweetheart, head on over there and drop a follow or listen to it wherever you listen to your podcast.
Maybe drop a review. Jason asked, what are y'all drinking?
He always asks that.
We are drinking. Well, I know, but
yeah.
You're like, what do you want? I'm like,
he's an engaged viewer.
We're drinking from Abita Brewing, Mardi Gras Bock is what we're drinking. And if you go to your local, I'll drop a review. Thank you, Hit. You're doing like a crying, laughing emoji. I don't
believe it.
I trust you.
You know what I tried for a while? I was like, hey, if you guys...
I was going to say...
If you guys want to review us on Spotify, and because that's where apparently a lot of people watch us or listen to us on Spotify. And I listen to a lot of podcasts on Spotify.
Bullhorn and Deezer?
I don't know about those two, but I know that Spotify is like where people... that's where they watch at. And so I was like, you know what? Or listen, excuse me. And so that I was like, hey, I'll hop on there.
Rapid Dave will not be going live after the game on Sunday because he's going to a Super Bowl party and is.
Let me tell you this. I might be. It depends on in what condition I am, and because I told somebody this. I have no dog in this fight, right? So I'm there just for purely entertainment.
You're
right?
there to get effed up, and the host is going to feed you a bunch of whiskey.
That's the problem. I did tell somebody that. I go, the guy's going to give me so much freaking bourbon, I don't know what to do. And that's not what I want. I don't want that. I don't want it.
You say that as you told me 20 minutes before the show started, man, you see all this bourbon and whiskey here? I got to drink it for the month's over. And there's like 15 bottles up there.
Come on now. I just want to get rid of it. He's got to turn over some products.
This is from the guy who doesn't like whiskey or bourbon. You got like 15, 20 bottles up there.
Yeah, normally I would go live afterwards, but I don't think there's really a big upset or a big story to the Super Bowl. I wish I was going to be at home, but yeah, I'm going to be out in like West Fort Worth, like an hour and 15 minutes away from the house.
Be a ways away.
So if I do go live, it'll be from my phone, and if we're outside, it's a little campfire action, then I'm going to have some guests with us, and we'll sit out there. Maybe we'll share a nice little glass of something. Enjoy ourselves. But yeah, no, I'm looking forward to the Super Bowl.
Maybe a circle jerk. I don't know, man. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, but
can't rule it out. Make sure you follow us over on OnlyFans. Strikeout Beer at OnlyFans.
But yeah, I am looking forward to the Super Bowl. I just, I have nothing other than maybe some random bets I'm going to put in there, but they're all going to be like player props. So I'm not even picking a winner. We do need to talk about.
You know what? I'm going to pick a winner, and I'm going to take the underdog in this. Straight up, like.
Are you sure they're the underdog anymore?
Last I saw, they were.
Okay.
So,
all right.
I don't know. We'll tune in.
So, but yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm in town this week. I'm going to go hang out with some people, have a good time, and enjoy. Yeah, no, I looked up like Vegas tickets. I was like, I'm going to fly out there and go. But I just decided not to. I was like, we're going to be there, I think, in April. I think for Liz's birthday or something like that. Or maybe March Madness.
Okay. You like to go on March Madness, like opening weekend.
Big fan. I just want to make sure
Huge
that I see
fan.
Bobby Hurley and just tell me he wasn't that great.
Yeah. Hey.
That guy.
Hey, take your Bobby Hurley glass and get him to sign it.
Hey, will you sign this? And I rip off my shirt. And it's a UK fan for life.
His shirt that says Bobby Hurley sucks.
Yeah.
Slappy Plays is in the house.
Hey.
My best friend who stutters died in prison today. Poor guy didn't even finish his sentence.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy.
I think of that, and I always think of Billy Madison.
Today,
Junior. Which I think Adam Sandler, I think is kind of like the perfect segue into this next topic. The great Carl Weathers died.
Yeah, I mean, that was a perfect segue.
Like,
yeah.
Talk about huge, right? Like,
how old was he?
I think he was like 76.
Wait, you don't even know? You're just talking about him dying? You don't even know how old he was?
I think he was 76.
Oh, God damn it. All right.
Tell me if I'm wrong.
What do you know him from? Like The Mandalorian or something?
Originally, I mean, Carl Weathers, he's Apollo Creed.
Yeah?
Because when I texted you.
I knew him as Action Jackson.
I texted you, I said Apollo Creed died.
And I was like, who's that?
You knew exactly who that was.
Never heard of her.
But you talk about like Action Jackson, right? Mm-hmm. And he has one of the greatest lines ever where he takes the flamethrower to the guy, and he's like, "How do you like your ribs?"
Oh boy, never seen it.
Because he was big in those
original
movies. Well, they're called black sportation movies.
What the hell does that mean? Buddy, you've had a wild day.
Black sportation movies.
And I think
that's a whole genre.
I think you just need to chill out.
That's a whole genre.
Like, buddy.
And that's what it's called. But like Action Jackson, a bunch of those other there's several of those movies. Like the Shaft stuff falls into that area.
I like Shaft.
So do I.
Okay.
I like Action Jackson.
Oh, God.
But
yeah, so he's dead.
He died. But I heard a funny story about him.
He was an NFL player?
Yeah. So
linebacker, huh?
Yeah, for the Raiders.
No shit.
He was I think he was undrafted by the Raiders. Mm-hmm. Played for them for 1 to 2 seasons. Mm-hmm. And this was when John Madden was a coach. And John Madden told me, he goes, "Hey, you're too sensitive to play football." And they cut him. He went and played in like the CFL for a couple of years, and then he got into acting. But like in college, he was going to school for acting, right? So he's always done the acting thing.
I mean, especially back then, shit, you had to be just crazy as hell to be in the NFL. You know what I mean? Like hard nose.
Yeah, and then so I heard the story about when he auditioned for Rocky. Mm-hmm. So at the time, Sylvester Stallone was a nobody, right?
Yeah.
He wasn't anybody. He wrote it.
He was making pornos in hotel rooms. Like
he wrote it and was going to star in it. And he didn't want to hire anybody to read with the actors. He was just going to read with them.
Oh, okay.
And so he's reading with Carl Weathers, right? And he's reading with them. The two of them are reading the scene together. Carl has no idea who he is. Mm-hmm. And then he read and he goes, man, he didn't feel like it went good. And he looked over at the producer and said, "Hey, look, if you give me someone who's a good actor to read with, this will go a lot better." So they kind of look at Stallone. He looks like this. Well,
I'm the guy.
I'm Rocky.
Yeah.
I wrote this. I'm starring as Rocky, but he respected him for his
honesty.
For his honesty, it ended up casting him, and like they had some issues where like they had a little run-in about compensation and stuff a little bit later down the road, right? Because I mean, like here's the thing, like there's no Rocky without Stallone. Obviously, he wrote it. Yeah. He's Rocky, but there's also no Rocky without Carl Weathers.
Yeah, I think he was perfect.
Because originally, Ken Norton Jr. or Ken Norton Sr., I'm sorry.
Football player?
No, Ken Norton Sr., his dad, was supposed to star as Apollo.
All these people, then actors and stuff like that?
But then, like I said, Carl read for it, and he ended up loving him. But
he was a boxer.
Yeah, Ken Norton Sr. was a boxer. Mm-hmm. And he was originally supposed to be Apollo Creed, but then Carl Weathers read for it, and he's like, "Dude, you're perfect for it."
It says, "Meet Ken Norton, the Marine who beat Muhammad Ali."
Yeah.
Holy shit.
William Russell's in the house, the angry artist. What's going on, brother?
He's so damn
just
angry.
talking, just so angry. Talking a little Carl Weathers. But, so you had that, right? And then you had Predator, which is just all the characters in the original Predator are just over the top, right?
Well, like, it's the what's the common day movie where they have all those jackasses
the
together?
Expendables.
Yeah. It's Expendables back in the 80s.
Right, but like you've got like Carl Weathers and Arnold like they grabbing hands, and you zoom in on like the muscular forearms and biceps and things like that. Loved him in Rocky, yeah. And that's the thing, like he was a guy who was originally, I mean, essentially the villain of the movie, right? But then get to Rocky 4. And I'm telling you, man, like little kid me, young me, watching Rocky 4 for the first time, and Apollo dying, you're like, I think that's like one of the first ones that like hits you.
Oh, you didn't stand up and like do the Russian national anthem or anything like that? That's all I can hear in my head. It's like, oh yeah.
We're not doing this.
We're not the same? The Russian national anthem?
No, I mean the Russian national anthem is pretty good.
You almost made me think. I go, damn, did I say the other thing? No.
But Happy Gilmore,
stroke over here.
And that's the thing. Like, and then you get into Chubbs. Like, he was so great in Happy Gilmore. And like, as I was on my way over here today, they were doing a whole little. They've got this thing where they. When big celebrities die, they have the 3 apartment in the sky. Deaths happen in 3s, and they do. Hey, is this guy worthy of being, a big deal or not? Right? And they were talking about Carl Weathers, and The scene that I just absolutely love from Happy Gilmore is when Happy first meets him, right? And Happy's talking. He's like, "So you're a hockey player, right?" He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "So you're gonna give that up and just go straight golf?" He's like, "No, man, I'm a hockey player, or whatever." He's like, well, "Who are you?" He's like, I'm the pro here, and I'm going to teach you how to play golf for free and all that." And he's like, "No." He's like, "Do you know who I am?" He's like, "I'm Chubbs." Like, not ESPN, but Sports Illustrated in 19 or whatever said I was the next Arnold Palmer. And he was like, "Oh, yeah, what happened?" He goes, "Oh, the PGA said I couldn't play golf anymore." He's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, because you're black?" He goes, "No, because I lost my fucking hand." He pulls up and he's got the fake hand. He's like, "Whoa." He's like, "Yeah, this gator guy was there and I shanked it into the water and I wanted to get my ball and this gator got me." He's like, "But not before I got him. I got his eye." And he's carrying around the eye and all that. And you're just like, but it's just funny. It's just to listen to it. It's a very solemn moment. Like, he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry because you're black." He's like, "No, not because I'm black, because I lost my hand." But yeah, no, he was great in that. And then, like, later on, like here recently, he's been in The Mandalorian. Mm-hmm. And I love his character in The Mandalorian. I thought he was really great in The Mandalorian, right?
He's got a lot of ups and downs.
He's got his ups and downs.
He'll screw you over or keep you around.
Do you guys think of Basement Joe? Do you guys think, Basement Joe was out for president?
He's got to be. Like, I don't, real quick, we'll touch on this. I don't see anybody who's got their head together that's like, yeah, I'm voting for this guy. The guy can't form a sentence. He's got dementia. Like, how the hell are you, like, seriously voting for that? Like, is there nobody else? I'd rather have, as terrible as you are with money, I'd rather have you be the president.
I rocked it S out of that.
You know what I mean? Like, dude.
But I think I'm too young, though, right? Like, how old do you have to be president?
That's my whole thing. I say you
that's my issue with the whole presidential thing. It's like you have to be.
They shouldn't have a cap for the youth. They should have a cap for the elder. Well, dude, you should not be able to be in Senate or the president if you're above 70 years old, dude. Just fucking retire just like anybody else. We got these, like, cadavers that are walking around like Weekend at Bernie style. And here, Lizzie's coming in. She's like, shut up. Well, yeah, dude. Oh, my God. I just don't see. Oh, of course I say that.
35. Okay.
Dylan Busby's
35. So I can be president.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, technically.
But no one's ever up for it that's young.
Vivek Ramaswamy.
Huh?
Vivek Ramaswamy. I would have voted for him.
Never heard of him.
Well, that's good. What do you fucking listen to that's political anyways? You don't know anything. You know what I mean? You don't listen to this kind of stuff. Nikki Haley got embarrassed in Nevada. You love to see it. Oh, buddy. Trump wasn't even on the ballot, and she lost Nevada.
But I definitely think there should be, like, an age limitation as far as young. Because I don't want some 19-year-old being president, right?
But I also don't want some 70-year-old being president.
Right. And I feel like there needs to be...
How old was Kennedy? Wasn't he in his 40s, or was he 50 by the time he got there?
I think Kennedy... He was pretty young.
Was he our youngest president? Yeah, I'm done with seriously, this is something you should think about. I know this is a beer podcast, but if you come in here and you listen to this,
he was 43.
If you're only voting for someone because you for some reason you don't like the other guy, I think you should reevaluate your life and look at the actual issues. Because, like, if you're mad because this guy had, like, a couple mean tweets and that's what fucking sets you off, having someone asleep at the wheel is no way to lead. We've already been struggling for 3 fucking years. We need something else.
Almost 4.
And almost
it's
4.
Election year.
Find someone. I don't give a shit. Just go find somebody else. Like, how is this your nominee from the Democratic Party? Yeah, something's wrong. Like, they're so crazy right now. And they're like, this is who we got. This, what I'm like. There's no way. I wouldn't let him in charge of a fucking hot dog cart on the south side of Philly.
I mean, I've never tasted a hot dog he's cooked, so I don't know, man.
No fucking way.
So JFK was 43, not our youngest president.
Oh, did we someone that came in after a death or an assassination or something like that?
Yes.
Okay. Is it? It's not. When Woodrow or something like that. Not Teddy either. I don't think. How old? No, it must have been his his running mate, his vice president? No, LBJ was older than he was. Yeah, LBJ was older than he was. Who came in after Lincoln? Who's Lincoln's running mate? I don't know. Just fucking tell us.
So after William McKinley got assassinated.
Okay.
Old Teddy Roosevelt. Theodore Roosevelt at the age of 42.
damn it.
You said not Teddy. I was like, oh, buddy. Trupp will win, and the media will go, see all is fair.
Yeah. No, I mean, I'm not trying to make it a political thing, or a podcast, but we can have a conversation. That's the whole thing is nowadays they won't allow this conversation because I know that they're so far gone on that side, right? And so now he's like pandering to certain people, and I'm like, dude, the guy can't even train. My grandfather's going through the same thing. You know what I mean? Where he is actually he has to be taken care of.
Okay. I'm trying to think of like what you're talking with your grandma. So like Liz's mom is going through Alzheimer's and dementia, and so it's been tough because like there was an incident where one of the nephews he lives in Tennessee right now, and came to visit, and the beginning of the visit she knew who he was and all that, and then towards the end of the visit she had no idea who he was.
Yeah,
and like. My kid, I wasn't there for that, but like my kid saw it, and like my youngest Kinsey, she was like really torn up about it to the point to where she was like, you know, because we kind of explained, she's like, you know, well, he's not really in town that much. She doesn't really see him that much. Yeah. And she's telling us, she goes, I need to spend time with Tonti. That's what we call her.
Yeah.
I need to spend time with Tonti as much as I can because I don't want her forgetting me.
Yeah.
And you're just like,
I can't even see my grandfather anymore. Yeah. Like my dad has him. You know, he's, taken care of and stuff like that. He goes, no, he's like.
Busby, it's election year. When else can you talk politics if not now?
Well,
we're not but that's the thing. Like, we're not a podcast. We're not a political podcast, right? We're a couple guys who drink beer and talk S and have fun.
Well, I guess luckily now we're not on TikTok anymore because that's where we used to get banned. If we ever say anything.
That's because you said you.
I don't like fucking people that sit in the left lane, whatever. Yeah. But it was also when we started talking about Trump. And it was one of those things where it's like, okay, but yeah, there's no way. There's no fucking way. Like, I don't know. I remember, like, one of Lizzie's friends is fucking. Anyways, so she was like, I'm voting for Biden. I'm taking the lesser of two evils. I go, the lesser of two fucking evils is getting your vote. I go, evils compared to what?
I mean, if you're looking at it.
And then I'm like,
and again, I'm not like justifying.
And now you see where we are, right?
But like, if you're looking at like these people both suck. I think this one is the lesser of the two evils. When you have two evils, okay, well, that's your train of thought and your thought on it, but maybe your train of thought is wrong, right?
But I always ask this. I go, okay, so we have lesser of two evils. Okay, well, you'll split pod into 100 different shows. How long can you talk about beer? I
talk about beer all day, all night.
Yeah, we actually just created another podcast talking about beer, sir.
Just straight audio. Strikeout Beer Quick Beer Reviews is its own audio podcast now.
Yeah.
We're going to share the link tomorrow.
Whenever we get it up and running. It's there. We just have to put audio in there. We have to upload these the sessions, and then we can distribute. Excuse me. And that's the thing. We've been doing these. These are our pre-show beers and things like that. So I'm not going to upload 100 episodes immediately. We're going to go starting now, like running ground. We did 3, so. Yeah. And then we're going to do individual stuff as well. It has to be clean. We're no cussing, none of that stuff either.
I'm pretty sure we
say ass. That's fine. As long as you're not saying the F word.
Are you guys on YouTube tonight? We should be.
Yeah. We're over there on YouTube.
I mean, I see the check mark next to it.
Yeah. On the Strikeout Beer podcast. Not for Strikeout Beer Quick Beer Reviews. That's just going to be separate. Even though we do post there. Everybody knows that, right? Like our quick beer reviews are posted over there on Facebook and YouTube. So, but the audio is now going to be available for anybody who just wants to pick that up. So, but
drop us a like, a follow. But you know what? Be extra nice to us because we have fragile feelings, and give us a 5-star review.
Yeah. Okay. Jesus.
Right. I don't know. We really don't. But anyways. I was just trying to
really selling that Biden vote, huh?
No.
Oh my God! Did you read the back of this bottle? Let the good times roll with the
you read some stuff on the website.
It's not the same. Yeah, let the good times roll with this Carnival favorite brewed with pale pilsner and caramel malts and German pearl hops. Mardi Gras Bock is similar to the German. Yeah, it's mostly the same, but that's it. Like the other stuff I read on the website, like gave me all that Gruyere cheese and all that other bullshit. Hey, have you ever celebrated Mardi Gras? You ever done anything for it? Like have you been to New Orleans to celebrate Mardi Gras?
I was supposed to go one year.
So you haven't. My question was like, did you ever plan to go and didn't show up?
No, like I planned to go. We were going to go, and then I got a promotion at work, and I was I was becoming a store manager of a store, and we were setting up the store that weekend, and it was like, sorry guys, I can't.
You guys have your own? Yes.
Yeah, we've had our own website for a long time.
BigPeen.com.
Like 4 years now, 5 years. I don't know how long, however long. Kenny P, for the records, smash that like, not because of the fragile feelings. So I appreciate it. We don't have fragile feelings. I was just appealing to those people, maybe the younger audience that's watching. Right?
Yeah, we were just, man. Yeah, I tell you what.
We don't have fragile feelings. Here's the thing.
They were crushed out of us years ago.
We 100% advertise ourselves as Strikeout Beer, your least favorite podcast.
Oh, yeah.
We understand there are a million other podcasts out there, and they're all better than us.
Yeah, they're all better than us. Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah. I haven't found a podcast that's not better than us.
Oh, jeez.
I've
heard a couple.
I've listened to some awful podcasts.
I've heard a couple.
But, yeah, no.
So, doing anything this year?
And skinnier.
Oh,
what?
God.
Oh, there's so many podcasts out there that are skinnier. Like,
are you doing anything this year for Mardi Gras?
So, no, but, like, I used to, back in the day when I lived up in Michigan.
Uh-huh. Big Mardi Gras state?
Well, a big Polish population up there.
Okay.
And part of Mardi Gras, like, you can get them here, Pakinzi. They're like powdered, almost like powdered donut type things.
Okay.
A Fat Tuesday.
Right.
Up in, like, Michigan, it was called Pakinzi. I know I'm pronouncing it wrong.
Yeah.
But that was a big thing up there. Yeah. And so on that Tuesday every year, we always had some of those, especially when my mom was dating
the store clerk guy.
The guy she ended up
When is it again? I heard a place in
no.
Alabama does a pretty sweet celebration. It's next Tuesday, dude. And it's not in Alabama, it's Louisiana.
Yeah, it's Tuesday.
Now, there are some celebrations all over the place. That's the reason I
I'm
asked you.
sure somewhere in Alabama does.
Because I figure me and Lizzie will probably roll over to someplace. Like, you know, we used to like going to like Razoo, something local or whatever. But I think there's a couple breweries have it going on this week.
This weekend
on Tuesday.
is this weekend Community is doing theirs.
Community is
this Saturday. They're doing one.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I used to go out to, back in the day. I used to go to there was a Razoo's not that far over by where you used to live when you lived in Bedford.
Yeah.
And so I would always go out there
mm-hmm.
for Fat Tuesday,
mm-hmm.
right? And then would either not go to work on Wednesday or show up drunk.
Yeah, I mean, it's fun to do because I would go to Razoo's here in Louisville, and that's where like we'd all just go and hang out and have fun. You know, it's nothing too crazy, but it's getting a table and the wait's crazy. But all in there is just drinking beer.
When I went every year, they you would have the inside, right? And if
mm-hmm.
you wanted to get a table on the inside, you have to get there early.
Yeah.
But then they had
the tents and stuff.
The tents outside and stuff, and that's where I always went to. And I remember, like, one of the last years I went, like, I showed up to it,
mm-hmm.
and, like, a couple people that I worked with were out there. And we're all sitting there talking. I'm like, they're like, oh, man, work's going to suck tomorrow. I looked at them and go, you're going to work tomorrow? They're like, well, I didn't put in a time off request. Like, neither did I. I'm calling in sick tomorrow.
You know, you have so many sick days. You got to use them, I guess.
You should call in sick tomorrow, too. And let's go get some brunch, because I'm not waking up early.
Let's go get some brunch. I do enjoy it. We've hit it up several times, and that is for us. That's the place to go. Now there are some other areas and some other places in the area.
Dylan said Mardi Gras in New Orleans feels like a universal bucket list item. Yeah, 100%. And like I was supposed to go that one year, and I ended up getting to go because I got a promotion, and it was like they were setting up my store that weekend, so I had to go.
Let's drive down there.
Backing out.
Let's drive down there on Tuesday morning. Is it? It's in New Orleans.
Yeah.
So we'd have to leave. Yeah, Monday night. Sleep in the car, man. Just chill. Party all night, sleep in the car.
Let's talk later.
You know?
But I was supposed to go, and I didn't end up going, and this was like Big Mike, the Knob went,
mm-hmm.
and that whole group of friends, they all went. And it was crazy because, like, that weekend that week, there was a ton of...
So much ass running around.
Yeah, there's so much drama that happened. Like, people ended up, like, not talking to each other for a while after that and stuff. I was like, you know what? Kind of glad I didn't go.
I mean, you'll always run into that.
Yeah. Busby, one of my all-time favorite articles was about how the beads clog the sewer system.
Yeah. I mean, there's a ton. You know, you see some of these chicks walking around and they got them rolled up. I mean, they're rolled up like this high on their necks and stuff like that. I don't really. I mean, I guess younger me, like teenager, early 20s, like yeah, that'd be go fun to be go check out. But ultimately, I think I just want to hit the bars and go bar hopping, down there. Just hit one, have a beer, maybe a shot, go to the next place. Beer, shot, see what's going on, assess the situation, things like that. And I've never been. I've been in the Metroplex here for like 30 years. Like it'd be fun. I'm old now, so it's like shit. I don't know how much I got left in the tank to actually hang out. I mean, I can still do all-nighters, I guess, in Vegas because I've done that, in the last couple of years. But I just want to get out there and see it. I don't know about going out there for like the week or for the actual carnival type thing where you're sitting there watching the parade. Not really a big deal with that. But after that, just maybe hit the nightlife. Some beers and some things like that. But, Lizzie, I don't think she's ever been either. She's like, she always on my ass about going out there. But she wants to go out there and, like, go to, like, haunted places. Like, New Orleans has got some haunted places, and I'm not all about that life. I don't think or paying cover charge to get in it. Dude, I'm not in on that either. I just only paying a cover charge to get in everywhere. I don't pay cover charges to really get in anywhere. Like there was one night I think we were at Broncos this weekend, but we've been to Broncos before where I'm walking up and they're like, hey, it's like $10 cover charge to go to get into a fucking bar to drink and to pay to drink.
I don't think I ever paid a $10 cover charge.
You guys, are you guys, not charging for beer on the inside? That was like, dude, I hate that shit. Like, why am I paying a cover charge to get in someplace to pay more fucking money? But then again, here's your time of the night right now. Tori Storm's hitting the stage.
Tony. And then we had the Virtuosos over on the. She's on the call.
Mm-hmm.
She already came down. Diana Peruzioni or whatever her name is.
Yeah.
But like back in the day, we used to go to Broncos all the time. But they would have like most of the time when there was a cover charge, there was a actual legit good band.
Yeah.
Like. This weekend when we went, it was like shitty karaoke.
Yeah, it was bad.
It was bad.
Yeah. They were bad.
I understand a little bit for the band or whatever. Yeah, and that's the thing. I think like one of the nights when we went, and I think it might have been a $10 cover charge night, was when Whiskey Dick was playing.
Yeah.
It's a band that I'm friends with both the there's two guys in the band. I'm friends with both members of them. The first time they ever played somewhere was at a friend's. The first time they played together was at a friend's birthday party in a driveway.
Fun.
Right.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. Like, oh, we got a band. I don't give a shit. I'm here to. I'm going to play. If you let me take over the iTunes or whatever, I'll just play. Touch tunes.
When you have a really good band there, the band gets a portion of the door and all that.
Oh, she's actually wrestling tonight.
All and right. Yeah. And but yeah, I was happy that there wasn't a cover charge. Because if there had been a cover charge, we would have ended up somewhere else.
I mean, a couple bucks I can get in, especially. I didn't want to go. That was my whole thing. So,
but like back in the day when I used to go all the time,
yeah.
I knew everybody. I used to be at Broncos almost every night of the week, and I knew everyone there, especially the guys running the door. And I'd be like, "Hey, man," they're like, "Okay, you're good." They wouldn't charge me because I was there.
Yeah,
all the time. They knew how much money I spent.
So this weekend, I'm like, Lizzie and I were looking at each other like, hey, you want to go out? Let's go to False Idol. We're going to go grab a beer or something like that. And I was like, all right, let me let Alan know I'm here.
Which was a shock to me because normally you don't let me know.
I don't. And Lizzie was like, just let him know because if not, he's going to get his feelings hurt and shit like that. I was like, all right, F it, I'll do it. And so I did. And you're like, how long are you going to be there? So I'll stop by. And so you show up. I'm like, okay. So we're hanging out. I'm like, all right, well, we'll see you next time, buddy. Like, hey, well, then. Of course, I guess you and Lizzie have been talking, and they're going to be an HEB stadium down in Houston next week. Oh, buddy, might have to go down to HEB, see what's going on down in Houston or Austin. And so I was like, all right, no, I'm ready to go to bed and, go home, go to bed. It's a long drive, She goes, no, let's go to Broncos. I want to go to Broncos. I got to Broncos.
It's all my fault. Like, I'll because I look at her, because, like, I got a few beers in me, right? Mm. We're there 40 minutes before closing, and I'm like, I think I got like 3 in me, and I'm like, let's keep this party rolling. Broncos is right there, man.
Terrible idea.
And I look at Lizzie, I go, hey, we're going to Broncos, right? She goes, okay.
Yeah, she's like, oh, I'm going to go. I was like, let's go. I go, you don't want to go to Broncos. So, why not? I go, you're going to find out why not when we get there, because it's going to be a late night and all that kind of shit. And so, like, we're there for, that was a move I like right there. That was a hell of a move. And so we're there for, like, I don't know, an hour. She goes, I think I'm ready to go. I'm like, no, you asked to come out.
I think we were there for more than an hour, but.
I was like, you wanted to go out, we're out. And, no, man, buckle up.
Buckle up, Buttercup.
Because I'll be honest, because when we got there, we're like, yeah, just get a pitcher of Miller Lite, please. And so we pour them, and we just slam it.
We poured them, and, like, after we poured it, I was like, we need another one.
Yeah.
And we kept the party rolling. I think we went somewhere between 15 to 20 pitchers.
We were having a good time. We played some pool, enjoyed ourselves, and whatnot. But so anyways, it was just kind of like one of those things where it's like, you don't want to go out there because you're going to be wanting to leave in like 20 minutes or an hour. And what the hell, what am I supposed to, what do you want me to do? You already cranked it up. It's already going, baby. Party wagon's in motion.
Once the party wagon goes somewhere that's not closing until 2 o'clock,
yeah,
the party's going until 2 o'clock.
That's what I'm saying.
Right? Well, False Idol closes down 11. I mean, your local breweries that close earlier than bars do.
Which I'm fine with.
They're closing 11. And it's like, hey,
mm-hmm.
We had a few, and I was like, hey, let's go to Broncos. I was like, hey, let me shoot my shot. And Lizzie was like, I'm in. And you're like, I don't know, man. I was like, dude, let's go. Let's go have some fun.
Terrible idea.
And so we went. But we had a good time, right? We had a good time. We were playing pool at one table. There was a group of people playing pool at the next table. I struck up a little conversation with a couple of the guys there.
You talk to everybody.
I like to have fun.
You talk to everyone.
Well, I was walking by, and the guy looks at me and goes, hey, man, should I take this shot? I go, not only should you take this shot, but when you hit it, yell Gattaca.
Oh, God.
And he goes, what? I go, yell Gattaca when you shoot it. Obviously, if you watch the league, you know what I'm talking about. Rafi, the paintball episode, he's running around the whole time yelling Gattaca. I've adopted that as my own saying as well. And he goes, all right, man, I'll do it. I was like, all right, man, do it. And so I'm standing there, and he goes, Gah. And I go,
oh, God.
And he shoots, and he misses, and he kind of, and I look at him, I go, what the was that? He goes, what? I go, you didn't say Gattaca, you said Gah. He goes, yeah, man, I don't know. I don't know what happened. Blah, blah. I was like, do you know what that's from? He goes, no. I was like, do you know the league? He goes, oh, dude, I love the league.
Oh, okay.
I go, okay, so you know Rafi? He goes, yeah, dude, Rafi's awesome. I said, the episode where they go play paintball and stuff. He's like, I don't think he ever saw that episode. I was like, Rafi's running around. At one point in time, he gets there in the front of the bus. He's like, Gattaca!
Oh, God.
Dude, yeah. That story had potential. That story was great.
Yeah, he just, and even like, so now the story turned into like, I watched an episode of the league. Yeah, it's just hanging out with Alan.
But,
you know what I mean?
But we had a great time and played some pool.
Allegedly.
And then, no, we did play pool. That's not allegedly.
Allegedly had a good time.
I'll tell you what was funny, because like at one point, like we're going to go leave, right? You close out the tab. And you're like, you look at me and go, hey, you want one more? I go, I got one more pitcher in me. And so I go up to our server and I'm like, hey, can we let's get another pitcher. She looks at me, she goes, you guys have said that 5 times so far tonight. I go, so can I get another pitcher or not? She goes, I got you. I was like, all right. Like,
she was kind of done with our shit, but it's all good.
Like, hey, it's not like we haven't paid for anything, right?
We've been paying for
and then I think like at that point in time when I ordered that pitcher, I think we had 2 to 3 more after that. But yeah, it was just like, it was funny. She goes, you've told me that 5 times tonight. I go, so can I get another pitcher or not? She's like, I got you. I was like, all right. It was like 1 o'clock or whatever.
Jesus. Yeah, it was kind of late when I left. Yeah, I remember getting home. I was like,
well, I remember getting home, and then I'm at home for a minute, and I recorded a video for some other group I'm part of, and then I texted you. I was like, hey, man, when you get home, if you want to drink a beer, you let me know.
Yeah, hopefully everybody had their noties on. I know none of you did, and it was really late.
One guy joined
We had one dude join, and it was like...
We went live at like 2:30 in the morning. And let me tell you, we've had people like Corey from Nonsense and Deep Thoughts ask, did you guys ever do drunk stuff? Oh, buddy, we were trash. Is that still out there? Mm-mm. Or have you deleted it? You've deleted it? Okay. I know sometimes we'll do it. We've done a few trashed reviews, and it'll stay up there for like a day or two, and then you delete it, right? And I remember
the next morning, dude, it was gone.
Your definition of morning was not the morning, because afternoon it was still there. But yeah,
buddy,
I'll
take that move.
We were trashed, and we went live, and we had a few beers, and it was a good time.
Yeah, it was fun, a lot of fun. I just, I can't do it every weekend.
We don't get out. Here's the problem: we don't get out in the wild together that much, because if we do,
this is what happens.
It's balls to the wall. Street drag is not exactly legal. Took the regulator out, if you know what I mean, right? We go full throttle, and we just take it to Pound Town, and just get trashed. So that's what happens when we get together, but we don't do it too often. But the crazy thing is like if we go to Vegas, we do a day trip to Vegas, we stay under control. We keep it together, and we don't get too out of control. Drunk podcasting is the best. Sorry, not sorry. No, hey, I love it. I absolutely love it. Rapid Dave is the one who's like, yeah, no, let's, he'll wake up the next morning and delete it. He's done with it. Me, like, yeah, no, I'll record drunk stuff all the time and post it. I was talking about how we get together and we just get annihilated, but like for some reason, like if we go to Vegas, we keep it together.
Well, because we're out of state.
It has a lot to do with it. Busby said drunk podcasting is the best. Sorry, not sorry. And
I mean, we have fun, and especially when we were on Busby's podcast, Dress Casual with Dylan Busby.
Oh, dude!
We had a lot of fun. Like Lizzie came in. I remember that one because I was sitting right here, and Lizzie came in and was
that
like, "Hey,
first time,
it's done. You're done." I'm like, "Okay, that's fine."
He doesn't want Jesus to see what he did, right?
It's one of those things. But what else we got on the list tonight? Because we got 30 minutes. We got to hammer these things out.
So next up, because
you do have a topic and a picture.
I do,
right,
and we're going to hold off on that.
Okay.
We're going to talk about Randy Moss a little bit later tonight.
Mm-hmm.
But before we get to that, we were talking deaths, and we talked about Carl Weathers, how huge that was. But we also got to talk Toby Keith.
Yeah,
Toby Keith died 62, I think.
Apparently, boy, there's a lot of people that didn't like him.
He's been battling cancer.
Mm-hmm.
And then I actually knew him for two things, but I didn't know about the second thing until I looked him up a little bit. But what I knew him from was in is that Windstar?
Yeah.
Toby Keith's bar. I'm sorry, Toby Keith. I love this bar.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And that's kind of what I knew him for. But then when I was looking him up just to get all the details, I found out there's another reason why I know him.
Straight cash on me.
He wrote the Red Solo Cup song.
Okay. Yeah.
And if you know that song, right? Red Solo Cup, yeah. I fill you up. Let's have a good time.
He also wrote the patriotic song from when we had a 9/11.
I don't know that one.
They put a boot in your ass.
Oh, I'll put a boot in your ass.
Jesus Christ.
Oh shit.
Idiot.
Yeah. That's hey.
Should have been a cowboy. That's his number one. That's his that
OG was his
one.
Song too?
Yeah. So when he did that one,
apparently I know more, but I didn't know it was him.
That's when he broke out on the scene, and I thought it was fun. He was great. But yeah, man, people apparently hated him, just because he would be like, "Hey, don't apologize to be for being a patriot and things like that." And there's a lot of fucking people that just dogging his ass that day. I was like, shit. It's like, what?
He just
show him on the doll where he hurt you by fucking having songs in a bar. You fucking loser.
How many times do I have to say that to you when I'm talking about someone? And you're like, that guy. I'm like, show me on the doll where he hurt you.
Who?
Yeah, no, I don't want to get into it.
All right. Oh, you don't want to say that word again, huh? What, Will Smith? You're not going to say Will Smith again?
I've never said Will Smith.
Yeah, fuck Will Smith.
But yeah. So he passed away. He got sick and died. The cancer got him.
He's too young. He really is
62.
Yeah.
Right?
Leah Thomas just say it. Who the hell's Leah Thomas? There's another porn star that died overdose.
Isn't Leah Thomas the
America's Swimmer? Oh, that's that dude.
Oh, the one Michael Phelps dated?
No, the one that's no, the dude that swims with the chicks. Yeah, he's got the rudder.
Yeah. I mean,
he's got that natural rudder. Because he didn't have it removed or anything like that, right? He's still like full on dude.
I don't know.
Weird.
I don't.
Well, he's suing the NCAA or the Olympics to get into the Olympics well, not to get in the other way because he can't qualify the other way
as a chick,
but he wants to go in as a chick. Okay. Yeah, he can't qualify as a dude, so he's like, you know what, dude? And all it does is make me think of like South Park. Fucking Jesus, man, that's the best episode either. I'm not here to talk about my transition. I
think of that. What was that movie? The
Lady Ballers.
Lady Ballers.
Did you watch it?
I've seen it. Yeah.
I can't believe you've seen it.
So I have this. There's an app out there, or whatever that.
Okay, Plex.
The Plex.
Yeah, you
right?
can say that.
And I got a buddy that downloads all the movies on there, and right after it came out, he downloaded it on there, so I watched it.
Okay.
It's not a great movie by any means.
It's supposed to be a slapstick comedy.
Did
you think it was going to be like Schindler's List?
No.
Okay, I'm just making sure. Like I
knew it wasn't in black and white, and I knew it was in color. But no, it was.
It's not supposed to be like a phenomenal film.
Speaking of Olympics, looks like us has an edge in flag football.
I'm waiting to find. I'm just waiting for this.
Should be like a punchline.
I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for it.
I mean, we're just good in football. Is that what we're going with? But you're talking about suing.
Yeah,
which leads us to our next topic.
Oh yeah.
But I feel like me and you are going to have different takes on this.
Well, we shouldn't because, I know you're such a simp. Anyways, go ahead.
I'm not.
Yeah, you are.
I'm not, because this is so Taylor Swift is suing someone.
Threatening to sue.
Because they're posting this whole, like, she has her own private jet and things like that.
Yeah.
Seriously, flag football was added to the Olympics. Yeah, no, I know.
Yeah. We thought there was something else.
I was waiting for more.
Yeah.
But
we're good.
They're posting, like, Elon Musk and a few other people have gone through this where
Did you call him Elon? Elon, okay.
Yeah. Where people are posting, like, tracking their jet and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And
everybody that wants to be carbon neutral or this and that, and it's public information,
right? But like, here's my thing with this.
Okay,
like you want to call them out for not being carbon neutral, whatever.
Yeah.
So and so user. What's up, Lizzie?
Hey, babe. Ding dong. Yeah. What's up?
Okay.
She's been drinking.
She walked in like she had something. Like I was like, oh, we talking Tay? Let's go.
I know, right?
But. You want to call them out for not being carbon neutral, then be like, hey, Taylor Swift used her jet X number of miles, whatever, all of that, right?
Okay.
But posting, here's her jet, here's where it's going, here's the times it's going. You're dealing with some of these celebrities these days, and it's not just her, but like Elon Musk had it and things like that. And you have people that are out there that not only wish bad things upon them, these people, but would do.
It's public information, dude. What are you talking about? Like, it's public information. He's not on the dark web finding out where the fuck our plane is. This is public. It's FAA stuff. So what's the difference? So no. I don't think you know.
You're calling attention to it.
Well, of course, because she's fucking flying a private jet back and forth from Japan to Las Vegas. All these goddamn people who are like, global warming's a fucking thing, and we got to watch out for all these private jets. She's using a fucking jet zipping all around the world, dude.
She said global warming is not a thing?
No, what I'm saying is, like,
no,
you
but
talk
I'm saying,
about that.
Is she saying it's not a thing?
It's a student that's watching this kind of shit.
Okay.
So he's going to be sued because he's watching fucking people take private jets around the world nonstop.
But you got to post it out there for everyone to see. They're going to be here. They're going to be here.
Did you give a shit when it was like someone else, or do you just give a shit because it's Taylor Swift?
No, like I even thought it was like the whole Elon Musk thing. Like, stop putting like here's a tracker where you could track where he is at all times on his jet. I think that's an issue.
Does he post all the stuff that? No, it's everywhere. You can get that shit anywhere, dude.
I understand
you're not giving up private information,
but you're giving it to people who have issues with it who. They're not so smart. They maybe not. They can't figure it out. Whatever.
What I'm saying is also like all these people who are like global environmentalists and things like that. They all take private jets to wherever. Then they get off their fucking flight, hop on a bicycle, and go 0.2 miles to where they're at.
Okay, but like, for example, with Taylor Swift, She's never said, like, I'm this big environmentalist. Has never said, I don't.
You've watched every single speech she's ever given in her fucking life?
No. Like,
yeah, exactly. You have no idea what you're talking about.
I feel like I would have heard that on the internet.
And feelings are real. I mean, that's real.
Feelings are real?
Feelings are real, apparently. Yeah. I mean, to
allegedly.
your subgroup. You know what I mean?
My subgroup.
You know, you people and you fucking people. You know, you fucking people. Fucking feelings. I ain't feeling like this. Dude, why do you give a shit?
Why do you give a shit?
Because she's suing a guy that's giving out tracking public information.
But it goes more than that.
That's like you sitting there on your computer. All right, so I got like tickers right here, right? So I like little tickers. So say you had this on your computer, and then you get sued by somebody because you had this information sitting right here. It's a fucking Bitcoin ticker, but you're going to get sued on that information.
Not because you have it.
Yes.
No.
Because you have it. What if it posts every 30 minutes on the hour or some shit like that.
For you to see.
You know what I mean?
But you're not getting sued for. No, the person sharing that.
Say he shares it. It's sitting right there. It's public information.
Whatever.
But this stupid bitch is like, I'm going to sue you because you're putting it out there, and make me look like a jerk. No one likes you anyways.
That's not true. A ton of people like her.
Yeah, they're trying to actually. The Democratic Party's trying to get her to endorse Biden. So 86 million people.
We talked about this last
86
week.
million people.
The whole psyop, right?
What the hell does psyop mean?
Yeah, we went through this fucking last week. Psychological operation, and all these people out there who say Taylor Swift she's actually a CIA operative.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
And she's a plant, and that's why she's become so big.
We've had to listen to her for 20 years because she's a psyop. And they've been putting
it out there, right? And it's, hey, not only is because it's the NFL script, right? And so the NFL script has the Chiefs winning, but they don't just have the Chiefs winning because the Chiefs win. Let's pump them up.
You get the Chiefs, right? They're the dogs right now. Are they still the dogs? You said a dog.
The last time I saw they were.
I thought it was a coin flip.
The last time I saw they were dogs.
Well, not dogs
by like 4 or 5 points.
What? No, there's no fucking way,
dude.
They've never hit that number. Buddy, they've never hit that number.
Look it up.
They're at 2. No, they're 2 points from now.
2.
They've never been fucking 4.
I
don't know what weird wild ass site you were on, footballjob.com or something like that. But yeah, no, they've never been there.
But like you've got these people out there like, oh, well, the Chiefs are going to win, and it's not only that, but we put Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce together.
Oh yeah, it's a conspiracy
because
get Dylan involved.
The Chiefs are going to win, and then when they win, Travis Kelce is going to propose to Taylor Swift, and then they're going to go on the record for backing Biden.
Could you imagine? Like, there's no way Kelce ever proposes to Swift, right? You don't want that kind of train wreck baggage, right? Like, you wouldn't do that.
I mean,
like, you wouldn't. Like, take the money, and she's a normal chick that works at, like, Kohl's.
I don't know anything about her.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, you
so I can't say that I wouldn't because I don't know anything about her.
All you know that she writes songs about, she whines a shit about, like, ex-boyfriends. And that's enough for me to be like, yeah, no.
I mean,
that's not enough for you.
Every girl does, right?
Write songs about their ex-boyfriends and their hits.
No.
You don't know anybody that does that shit.
No, I don't know anybody that I don't personally know anybody that writes songs about their ex-boyfriends.
You know, usually we go to like midnight in the backyard. It's going to be like an 11 o'clock night tonight, maybe 10 o'clock.
Okay, how many people do you personally know that write songs about their exes?
0. You go, okay. But you said you did.
I said I don't.
You go all of them. I go, the fuck you do.
No, I said the whine about their exes or things.
Lunatic. Dylan, why aren't you on the show tonight? You know, you need the call-in number or something. Oh, shit. Did you see that?
Yeah, he's flipping around like a spider monkey. I'm like a spider monkey, Chip. I'm going to come at you.
Okay.
So I was throwing Chip's old war medals off the bridge today.
I don't know how any of these kids don't just get fucking stuck. Like I was watching, so I'm back on Righteous Gemstones.
Such a great show.
Because I was going to ask you, what's on your TV right now? What are you watching?
So right now, I'm actually not watching any TV right now.
Just
like
porn?
No.
Like Gina Michaels, Cum Shots 2024. Like
Gianna Michaels. Let's get it right. Okay.
Chianti. 2020. Boner Jams 08. You're just going through those?
No, because like I just went through a big streak where I watched I powered through Community in like a week and a half.
God, I want to go back.
I watched Kim's Convenience on Netflix.
Yeah.
I think in like a week, maybe a little bit over a week.
Mm-hmm.
A couple other shows I powered through. I was watching on Disney Plus the new Percy Jackson series, which I thought was pretty good.
Okay.
And so I've watched all this stuff, including like a few like true crime documentaries and stuff that the missus recommended to me. And I'm like,
I'm sorry. Hold on.
Yeah.
You started this conversation. I'm not really watching anything right now because you've already overindulged on this other shit, right?
That's what I'm saying. I was like, I've watched all this stuff. I've been locked in on all this stuff.
So you're not watching anything right now because you're sitting in my house. But all this other shit, you've already cleaned out, like up until like last night.
Like for the last week and a half.
Yeah.
I've been watching stuff on like YouTube.
Okay.
So
YouTube dives and shit? Oh,
no,
buddy.
like because I do a lot of reselling and flipping and stuff like that. I've been watching some other guys.
Trolls, Bluey, Frozen. That's about it.
That's about it, yeah. I have not watched the new Trolls movie yet. I think I'm going to watch it this weekend.
You should check out the, if you have a young child or something like that and you don't want them to be subjected to like certain like Disney Plus and things like that, check out Daily Wire, and then they have some wholesome content for you where you can, leave that woke shit at
I'll
home.
check some of that stuff out on my own, but
it won't, your house is so liberal. So I watched Righteous Gemstones. If you were wondering, I noticed you didn't ask me, but I might as well go ahead and fucking ask you because you didn't ask me and I asked you. So yeah, Righteous Gemstones. Running it back one more time.
So I
finished Sopranos.
I knew you've been watching that because two things. One, you literally said it like a minute and a half ago. Maybe 2 minutes ago.
I said it, and then I went ahead and asked you.
And I follow RD3D Prince or whatever it is.
He deserves short nothing to hell. I posted it in the Strikeout Beer group on Facebook.
No, you posted on your Rapid Dave account.
In the Strikeout Beer group.
It on Facebook.
In the Strikeout Beer group. Yeah.
Okay. But and so I saw that, so I know you're watching the Righteous.
I did last night. Yeah, last night. I posted in the Strikeout Beer group, and that's where I want everybody to go to share their feelings and things like that. What did you watch and what are you drinking?
Anybody to share their feelings.
Billy Joe is the cornerstone of the Strikeout Beer Facebook group. How else are we going to get all our Bubba Hotep shit in there? You know what I mean? And I try to post what I can, whenever I can. My God, that Ben Shapiro rap was criminal. I loved it. I really did. I thought it was hilarious. And so if you've been listening to his show the last several weeks, he's been just really just laying it on thick. It's pretty good.
I'll catch some of his TikTok clips and stuff like that, but I haven't seen. I
don't listen to him much. It's him and Tom. It's not Tom Holland. It's Tom
Segura.
Nah, but anyways, Canadian fella, Thompson maybe. But
Tom Green, Canadian.
Should be cameo in Gemstones. She would be great on that show. Yeah, I love the Gemstones. I think it's great. I
absolutely love the Righteous Gemstones. Great show.
I grabbed 4 White Claws and sat down and watched the show. Popped in here, played a little Rocket League, and popped back out there. And I've been having a ton of fun. But I don't even listen to Ben Shapiro all that much anymore. It's mostly Michael Knowles or Matt Walsh. Matt Walsh. Those are my two shows that I watch or I listen to every single day. And then there's a couple other shows that I listen to, before I leave for the day. But yeah,
I'll catch clips from Shapiro, Matt Walsh, Candace
Owens,
things like that. I'll catch her clips and things like that.
Yeah. I like just we're having fun here.
Yeah. 100%.
So, anyways, that's what I'm watching. I don't even know. I was going to look that up and see if we're going to get a season 4. From the Gemstones?
Yeah. No, we've got
It's a little bit further down the road than I'm willing to.
Busby said, "No, RD, don't do it. Those guys are total downers."
Who? What was I talking about when he said that?
I don't know.
He can't be talking about Walsh and Knowles. Those are my guys. But yeah, I listen, we got season 1 of the Gemstones.
Yeah, no, we're getting a season 4,
and they brought a season 2 super quick.
Season 4 is definitely coming.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. It's seriously one. We finally finished up the Sopranos, and I was totally done. I was like, dude, just end the fucking show.
And that's a show I want to go and watch because I didn't.
You've never seen it?
I've seen bits and pieces,
Yeah.
and then I saw the whole last season. But I've never watched it all, and that's a show that I would love to go back and watch all of it. Because I a lot of people that I respect their opinions as far as TV shows because they recommended stuff to me, or not me specifically, but like on the radio and things.
I'm just sitting here waiting. I'm waiting for the end to cut to black, and then finally it did. I go, thank God it's over. Like I was like, dude, I am so done with the show because it was a long burn, and that's after going through Game of Thrones. I got to go back and watch House of Dragon because House of Dragon the next season's coming out this year, I think.
Amelia Alcock from House of Dragon was cast as Supergirl.
Dude, she's so hot. So hot.
So
yeah, looking forward to that. I might go watch that show, maybe.
Movies
in a certain
Movies.
theater. Yeah, show, movie, picture
show.
picture show. Yeah. Then I'm hammered.
All right, so let's
like hammered. Pitchers and catchers report.
Yeah, soon.
Friday. First team to report is the LA Dodgers. We got the Rangers popping in, I think, on February 16th or 14th. It's Valentine's Day, so they'll be in there. Baseball season's upon us, so get ready for baseball, guys. We're ready.
So you're not doing a show next week?
Yeah, no.
Valentine's Day.
Mm-hmm.
I think I might still go live.
Knock yourself out.
Have some fun. Talk a little bit.
Why wouldn't you do something with your Valentine?
Because they have girls' night.
On Valentine's Day?
Wednesdays. It just so happens to be on Wednesday. So I think, but like we always like,
what
we've
if
always
Christmas
avoided.
falls on Wednesday?
I don't know, man. We'll figure it out.
No, it's already landed on Wednesday, you nutsack. That's what I'm saying.
But like typically, like we don't go out on Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
We either go out just before or just after. Because
just before like 2 a.m. the day of, or like 4 p.m. the night before?
Like a few days before or a few days after.
Okay.
Just because crowds and things like that. We just don't want to deal with that. Yeah. So like I think we're going to go do something Friday. Haven't gotten it all yet. I'm getting my wife's boyfriend an Applebee's gift card. There you go, Busby.
Dude, I want to go to Applebee's so bad.
Let's go right now.
We can't. They're all shut down.
No, there's Applebee's open.
There's one, but it's like in Dallas. I don't want to go there.
There's one in Grapevine, right?
Yeah, that place sucks. All they do is spill drinks on you.
They spilled the drink all over you. Your $1 or $2 margarita or whatever it was.
Almost threw that fucking table through the window.
Unfortunately, the best Applebee's we've ever been to, the one in North Richland Hills, is
R.I.P.
They tore it down. It's going to become a Chick-fil-A,
yeah.
which is sad.
I mean, you have to upgrade, but I don't think you people deserve a Chick-fil-A. You guys probably...
Well, we have one. They're upgrading that one.
Yeah, moving it.
Yeah,
that's what we had over here. They moved it across like the highway.
Not even that far away.
It's a quarter of a mile.
Well, it's like the distance from the Popeyes. For you, your Popeyes to your Raising Cane's.
Oh, yeah, that's where our Chick-fil-A used to be.
No, it's actually in the middle.
Yeah.
There's nothing where the Chick-fil-A used to be. It's just an empty building right now.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah. So real quick, let's cover this.
Yeah, let's get it over.
Because we wanted to talk about. Well, I wanted to bring this up.
Oh.
So, Randy Moss. Everybody's getting the old okey doke pulled on him out at Radio Row.
Yeah.
There's the PR guy for Randy Moss is going out and saying like, hey, have Randy Moss on your show.
Yeah.
He's on with NBC Sports. Used to be on the NFL show.
Okay.
Have him out there. And so people are like, yeah, man, let me have Randy Moss on. Like, yeah, they're booking it. There's actually a clip out there. You got to go listen to the clip of the Boomer and Geo show.
Okay.
Boomer Esiason and Geo, whatever the guy's name is, where they figure out what's going on because they're booking Randy Moss. But are you ready? Are you watching the screen?
Yeah, I'll watch it right now.
Okay.
All right.
Here's Randy Moss.
That's not Randy Moss.
No, that is Randy Moss.
Like Canadian sports, Randy Moss?
Horse. He calls horse racing.
Huh.
Used to be on the NFL Network.
This guy?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Long time ago.
Right.
Used to do NFL stuff, but now he does NBC Sports for horse racing. And his name is Randy Moss.
That's not the guy.
So, yeah. No, everyone's getting the old okey doke pulled on
He
him.
sits down like, hey, buddy, what are you doing here? It's like,
They're like, whoa, what's going on? We booked Randy Moss. Yeah, no, I'm Randy Moss.
I am Randy Moss.
And they're like,
is that so, like, just uncomfortable? Huh? Like, just, like, you're sitting there like, yeah, that's me. Like, no.
And it was like a big point because, like, today on the ticket, like, Donnie, the Invasion, they were having Randy Moss on.
Mm-hmm.
And the guys on the sweet spot, Mino, especially Mino, because, like, Mino was in college and all that, in high school playing wide receiver when Randy Moss was a big thing. Has to finish every email with, not that Randy Moss. Yeah. But, yeah, and they're like, they found all this out last night. Like, dude, did you guys book the real Randy Moss or this Randy Moss?
Oh, shit.
And they're like, I don't know. And they ended up booking the real, they had booked the real Randy Moss. But, yeah. But, no, like on the Boomer Esiason show, they're finding out before this guy comes on, like, they booked the wrong Randy Moss.
Yeah, buddy.
And it's funny. Like, go check it out. Like, it's Boomer and Gio. Listen to it. It's the only good thing you will ever hear on the Boomer Esiason podcast. Like, let's just be honest. But yeah,
you gotta be like that.
And they're like, well, I mean, if you're this Randy Moss, you gotta like book yourself as like Randy T. Moss. Okay, well, I don't know what the Vikings Randy Moss's middle name is, so that doesn't clear anything up for me.
Yeah,
I think you got to kind of book yourself as horse racing Randy Moss
or the other thing, you know.
Oh, yeah. No. Oh, yeah. No, I don't. No, I don't.
You sure about that?
Yeah, tell me.
He's the white Randy Moss.
Okay.
What's wrong with that? Yeah.
Nothing.
The Caucasian one.
By the way, I saw a video of Cat Williams running the 40. Legit fast.
Is he fast? I heard he's fast.
He looks like a natural athlete.
Dude, I heard he's fast. I mean, fuck, he's like 5 foot tall, man. He's just skidding along, right? Just
gone. He's all like, oh, ski.
God damn.
I picture like he's been in a lot of situations where he's like, I got to get out of here fast.
I'm telling you. Gotta go.
He's like, I gotta go. Are we doing Super Bowl picks on the Patreon?
We can do an overview real quick.
Because like we've been doing all of our NFL picks on the Patreon.
Yeah. No, I wanted to talk about it. Like, are you excited about
Doesn't
the Super Bowl?
read 3,000 books a year, but he is fast.
Is it Mayweather? We're not talking about Mayweather, right?
Mayweather doesn't know how to read.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's just science.
So here you go. The 49ers versus the Chiefs. The 49ers are a 2-point favorite over the Kansas City Chiefs. I'll tell you this right now. Both the spreads are negative 107 and 103, respectively. So no real favorite there. The 49ers are the favorite to win, negative 125 versus the Chiefs plus 115. Over-under is set at 47.5. That's at negative 105 as well. So you have a really tough pick. You know, I know a lot of money goes on this game. It's one of the most bet games in the country. I don't know. I think we're going to have our little Super Bowl bet party, you know, on the Patreon, patreon.com/Strikeout Beer. But I'll be honest with you, straight up, this is a game that I absolutely am avoiding as a pick for the spread, the win, or the total. I do prefer the player prop bets, you know, even, you know, Super Bowl prop bets, the national anthem prop bets, things like that. I feel like I said something twice. The national anthem and then the halftime show. But yeah, for me, it's a game I'm avoiding because I have no idea. I have no inclination of who's going to win this game. But yeah, most of the time when we go into here, it's a more of a prop bet type thing. So yeah, it's just one of those things.
I heard players are not allowed to gamble at all the entire week. BS.
There's no way they're going to control that. I mean, you're talking 100 players from each team. No way.
Yeah, I mean, like if you're playing in the game.
I think Goodell just said that
Adele,
Goodell, the two teams that can play or wager or whatever, or those two teams, they're there right now. Like he didn't. It's weird. I saw some alert come across on Twitter.
Okay. But
yeah, for me, I just don't think it doesn't.
Here's the thing, like with the Chiefs, like I had them winning the first week in the playoffs against the Dolphins. The Dolphins were beat the fuck up. They're
terrible on the road.
Half of their defense was injured. They just picked up like 3 or 4 guys that week to play, so they had enough guys. I had them winning that. I had them losing against the Bills, and then they won. And then I had them losing against the Ravens, and they won. I'm not betting against Pat Mahomes.
Yeah.
Like, I'm at that point now. And, like, the crazy thing is like, if you're Pat Mahomes, which Pat Mahomes has a great reputation, a great guy, great football player, but, like, everybody in his life is a fuck-up.
Yeah, they're all idiots.
Like, his wife, like...
It's toxic as shit.
Toxic as shit. There's a bunch of videos out there of her treating like wait staff like shit at the Chiefs Stadium, right? And then you've got his brother.
Man, he's got a stupid ass brother. I heard he can't go to the game anyways. He's like banned because of legal reasons.
I mean, maybe
it's like fuck it. Yeah, you don't want him there anyhow.
And then his dad.
Oof. DWI.
Another one.
Saturday night. It's his third one or some shit.
Yeah. Well, I think it's like his 5th, but it could be his 3rd conviction. Like, he's been guilty of 2, but he's had 2 where he's gotten off. And then, so this could be the 3rd one where he's charged. And that's a 2 to 10 year jail sentence at minimum, right?
Tough one.
I don't know if the quotes from his dad are real, but if so, I love it.
Oh, God.
But Pat, at this point in time, Pat needs to he's got to be having family meetings where like, look, guys, chill the fuck out.
He should have been doing this 5 years ago, dude. I'm telling you, every single year, this is what we're talking about with him and his fucking stupid ass family on every fucking level. And that damn wife of his, that goofy ass brother is his, and all he's trying to do is play fucking football.
And like his wife, like I get
That's all he's trying to do.
They've been, I think him and his wife been dating since like
middle school,
junior
high school,
high,
or some shit.
Middle school, junior high, right? But like we all saw it was a couple of years ago. They're at the Texas Tech game, and like he's just there having fun, and she's just chirping at him. He's like, and you see him look at her and go, "Say something," and then she's just like this, and he's just sitting there,
stupid
just like
drunk face or whatever on the.
Yeah,
no,
that's why he's so good. He loves being away from home on the practice field.
She gotta chill out. I mean, she's fucking awful, like just goddamn awful. And his whole family is. His whole family's fucking insufferable.
I mean, his mother seems to be a saint, but
never seen her. Don't hear anything about her.
Exactly.
So maybe, there you go.
That's why she's a saint, right? His dad, his brother, his wife. They're all like. You have the story that comes out. Like on the same day, you have the story that comes out, and I know you're gonna roll your eyes, whatever. But like Taylor Swift is out there at the Chiefs game. And you have the story come out where she's tipping like everyone who's come into the suite. She's tipping them all $100+ each, right? And then 2 minutes later, you have Patrick Mahomes' wife just railroading someone. Well, I wanted cookies and you brought me cake or some crap like that, right?
Yeah.
Something stupid. And you're like,
life is tough enough. We don't need this bullshit.
Right.
Like life's tough enough. We don't need this bullshit. We don't need these people. And these people who are not famous, haven't done a goddamn thing in their life, but yet they let this other dude fucking nail them. And they're like, oh, yeah, no, I get all the rights and everything else. Dude, shut the fuck up. Just shut your stupid fucking horse mouth.
And that's the crazy thing. This is like Pat Mahomes gets applauded for being, one, he's a great guy. There's never anything out there about him negative. And they're like, oh, man, this guy married his middle school sweetheart and all that.
It was a complete fucking
And then
psychopath.
they're like, oh, she's kind of fucking psycho. She's kind of a bitch.
They probably got roped into it and convinced into it or whatever it is. But Jesus Christ, she's the fucking
That's
worst.
why he's so good. He loves being away from home on the practice field. Oh, yeah, I already read that. But,
Jesus.
I just...
So I hope everybody can enjoy the Super Bowl. I mean, it's the Niners versus the Chiefs. If I had to pick one, I'm not going to.
I'm taking the Chiefs.
I'm staying out of it. I cannot deal with it. I think the Chiefs definitely are on a hell of a run. They turn around and like in the playoff. I thought they were done. The first round, I thought it's like fuck, it's over.
No, but I had them winning the first. They were playing the Dolphins,
but with the Dolphins
round.
being such a shit team too,
it wasn't even that. It was just they were so injured, especially on the defensive side of the ball.
It's cold as shit. But yeah, I know once they beat the Bills, you're like, oh buddy.
I thought this was the Bills' year.
Yep. But then I thought it was Baltimore's year, and then I was like, yep.
But then like you have like that whole game goes down, and you have like the last few years you've got Stephon Diggs bitching about Josh Allen and all this. Trade me, blah blah blah
Him
blah.
his dumb fucking brother.
But then like this year, he's dropping passes and all this shit, and he ain't saying nothing.
Well,
and like
it's amazing how you can't get a chirp out of somebody after he fucking drops.
He's like, no, man, I'm good. I can't wait for next season.
I would
blah 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 blah.
Cut somebody's ass.
And here's the thing, like, and we'll talk about this with the SB Fantasy Football Podcast. But a player I am down on next year, Stephon Diggs.
Oh, he's undraftable
because he's not undraftable. Like I would definitely draft him at a certain point.
I've never drafted him, and I'm not going to. And it's like you can't unless he's like down on like the 5th fucking level, dude. There's no way. There's no fucking way.
So
I don't even want like someone that's a whiny fucking complainer on a really good team.
Well, he's not complaining anymore.
Well, I mean, congratulations, shutting up after you drop a bunch of fucking balls.
Look at his stats this last year, especially the second half of the season. The guy disappeared.
Yeah, of course,
completely disappeared. He's not the same guy. He can't get the separation. Let me look at this.
No, you don't have to look it up.
No, I'm just gonna look this up real quick.
I was gonna say, let's get out of here. It's late. We're gonna light the backyard on fire. We got to go see what's going on. Have us a nice little smoke. Alan picked up these cigars. We are having now.
He's 30 in wide receivers that hit 30. I thought he was 30. I just want to double check.
Yeah.
When you're a wide receiver and you hit 30, your production drops off the face of the map.
Of course. We have some 40 Creek whiskey. Now this is Dominican Republic handmade.
They smell so.
I could have swore I read something. It was like Canadian whiskey, so I was like, I don't want.
Yeah, no. 40 Creek.
Yeah,
40 Creek is it's got the maple leaf on the.
He brought this Canadian whiskey shit over to the house.
But they make these cigars in Dominican.
I don't know.
So hand rolled, long leaf tobacco. Can't wait. Like because we've done the Buffalo Creek. We did Buffalo Trace. I'm sorry, Buffalo Trace.
Mm-hmm.
We've done the Maker's Mark.
Mm-hmm. That was a good one.
Oh,
skinny.
Those were good last week. And this week we're doing the 40 Creek ones. Like I actually had some of the Buffalo Trace ones, and we've had them a few times.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was looking, and they actually had these they were actually on sale for a couple bucks off, and I was like, you know what?
Yeah, Canadian whiskey, man.
I was like, whiskey, I'm in. Everywhere I go in the DFW area, I'm trying to get the Patron cigars, and they all look at me like they like we don't have them. I'm like,
oh shit, they're everywhere. Yeah, yeah.
But
I guess.
Looking forward to this Mardi Gras Bock, delicious.
Yeah, cheers.
Thumbs up.
Yeah,
go get you some. Thank you guys for tuning in. We love you. We appreciate you. And if you want us to, we'll have your baby. As always, I'm Alan.
I'm Rapper Dave.
We'll talk to you guys later. Deuces. Thank you for listening to the Strikeout Beer Podcast.